My name's Vicky. I posted on some of the Stampin Up forums yesterday online some pictures of some Easter boxes that I made for my mum and the other residents of the nursing home for Easter. And some of you lovely ladies have asked whether I had a tutorial or instructions on how to put the box together. I don't, so I'm just going to quickly run through this on video. Please bear with me. This is the first time I've done something like this, and I'm not very comfortable on camera, and because I never sort of know what to do with my hands. So hopefully the instructions are clear and you can see. I apologise for the quality of the video, but I'm just quickly running through it with an old camera. So this is the basics of the box. It is 1 3/4 inches wide, 2 inches high, and a 1 inch depth. It does have a little tab on it so that you can pull it around on the perforated section across the top, which then this will pop off and you can get the chocolate eggs. I used the Perfect Polka Dot Designer Series paper and the coordinating cardstock. So it's Rich Raspberry, Marina Mist, Pumpkin Pie, Real Red, Daffodil Delight, and the Old Olive. Yeah, so I'll get started and I'll try to make it as clear and as quick as possible. I do want to thank Tanya Bell, a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and Sam from Poodle's Papercraft, where I got some of their inspiration. Sam is always posting a lot of her boxes, which I've taken some inspiration from her, and the window where you can see the eggs and the perforated section was inspired by Tanya's sandwich box that she made and posted online as well. So I have to thank those two lovely ladies, and very talented ladies, for their inspiration in making these boxes for my mum. So I'll get started. I'll just move those out of the way. I started with a piece of cardstock at 6 inches in length and 4 inches in height. I then scored the 6 inch side at 1 inch, 2 3/4 inches, 3 3/4 inches, and 5 1/2 inches. I then scored the 4 inch side at 1 inch and 3 inch. I placed 3 pieces of the Perfect Polka Dot Designer Series paper in the 3 sort of tabs that you'll make in the middle. You want to stick them to the opposite to this thin strip over this side, so it's these 3, 2 small and 1 in the middle. So the middle Designer Series paper is cut out 1 7/8 by 1 5/8, and the 2 on each side is 1 7/8 by 1/7. So you want to stick that on first before you put the perforated lines in. I stuck it on with snail, and you really want to make sure that it's stuck down, because you will be pulling that off with the cardstock when you open the box. I then placed the cardstock into the stamping trimmer with the rotary arm addition and the perforating blade with the 4 inch section across the top. You want to line it up at 1 1/2 and go straight down with the perforating score line, and then 1 3/4 and place a perforating score line. You'll have a small sort of section there in the middle where you'll open it up. I then cut the score lines up to the 1 inch and the 3 inch for each of the tabs, so it's the basics of a box. The 2 little sections here on the end I cut off. You don't need those ones, so you can cut those ones off. Now to make the hole, I just folded up the bottom tab. Now you want to make sure that you do it from underneath the perforated line, not on the top tab, because that is the top of your box, not the bottom of the box. I then took the small oval punch, the 3/4 by 15th or 16th inch oval punch, and place it up there. Now it fits quite snug. You'll notice on the back of the punch there is a box with the pattern number in it. There is actually a little line underneath. I line that up with the top perforating line and punching through 2 cardstock and Designer Series paper, and then that will give you a hole. Now your bottom tab will have a hole as well, but you're going to be sticking that closed when you make your box, so you won't see it anyway, and that's how you get your little hole. I then just placed a piece of window sheet, which was 1.5 by 1 inch over the hole. So I just placed on four glue dots on each corner. And I'll do that as quickly as I can. I then just place that over the hole. Now, for the sake of the video, I'm going to use snail, but it's best to use sticky strip when putting a box together because it holds better. But you'd want to put a piece of sticky strip here on this edge. If I have a pencil, sort of along there and along there, on that tab opposite the window, and then you would want to put it on the opposite tab there and there, like that, on the inside of the box. On the outside of the box, you just need to put a bit of sticky strip again here closest to the line, and then a little bit up here. Don't place it over the perforated part because then you'll lock the box or stick the box together and won't be able to open it. So that's where the sticky strip goes, and then it's basically just putting it together. So to do the little tab that is on the box here, all you need to do is just start the little perforated section yourself there, like that, because then you'll fold that over. Oh, sorry, I've forgotten just to fold your score lines to make them a little bit easier to fold. But if you fold that over, obviously that will you'll peel off your backing of your sticky strip. Put a little bit of snail there. That would have sticky strip, obviously. Just pull your tab out like that before you place that tab down and stick. Hopefully it holds, and you'll have your little tab sort of there. Well, if you stick that underneath, you can still open the box, you just won't have your little tab. So hopefully that holds. And then I did the bottom, so I just stuck those two and that one down so that you're covering that, and that's where you would have had your sticky strip. So I just put some snail. Excuse my hands in the way, hopefully you can see that. That's the box there. Added some Easter eggs. I fitted about 4 of the small little Cadbury chocolate eggs into the box quite comfortably. I just placed it down the tabs. Again, that tab, you would have the sticky strip there. There's for the video, just for the snail, and hopefully it holds. And that's sort of the basics of the box with your little tab there. I then just stamped Happy Easter from the Teeny Tiny Sentiment stamp set in Stays on Black ink on Whisper White, and then sponged the edges with the corresponding colour, so in this case Daffodil Delight. I just placed 2 glue dots on each of the ends and punched it out with the word window punch. I just then stuck that on the top like that. Hopefully it's a bit level for the camera, and just making sure it's above the sort of the perforated lines because you're going to be pulling those off. And that's sort of basically it. That's the box. So there's your little tab, and you just need to pull that. And you just really want to make sure your designer series paper is stuck down because you will be pulling that off with the cardstock, and it's a little bit sort of harder to pull, like so. And it pulls the lid off and you get the access to the chocolate eggs, and that's sort of basically it. Now I was very good and only ate 2 eggs, but I have some spare, so I might be able to have a little bit of afternoon tea. So yeah, so basically they're the boxes that I made and posted online. Again, I want to thank Tanya and Sam for their inspiration, and I hope you ladies get as much inspiration as I have, and thank you so much for all the requests for the tutorials. I certainly appreciate it. So thank you kindly, and I hope you enjoy making them as much as I did. Okay, thank you. Bye.